Pit Senyor Cebu, Pit Senyor kanatong tanan. Welcome to Pagsubay, an Augustinian Legacy Journey. In our previous episodes, we've visited and explored various old churches constructed by the Augustinians. And today, our journey continues. Busa, unsa pa may atong dugayan? Ali, magsubay tabay! Located near the sea and by the slopes of the mountain range running north to south of the island Cebu is the town of Dalaguete. Despite the land being rugged and quite barren, it has produced rice, cacao, Cebu cow, sugarcane, and cotton. Dalaguete is a name of a tree growing abundantly in this area. This town was founded in 1690 as a visita of Karkar and was created an independent parish in 1711 under the advocation of San Guillermo el Ermitano, whose image showed him dressed as an Augustinian monk. The new site for the establishment of the poblacion was near a navigable river which conformed with the provisions of the royal ordinances issued by King Philip II of Spain. The boundaries of Dalaguete were legitimately delineated on January 18, 1834 during an official gathering at the Casa Real de Cebu in Cebu City. The declaration was initiated by Don Miguel Romero, alcalde and captain of the Spanish Armada, and Father Julian Bermejo as fiscal ecclesiastico. Several watchtowers were constructed in Dalaguete, and one of which is situated fronting the church plaza and bears the inscriptions Año de la Corta 1768. These towers were mounted with heavy artillery in the form of cannons, which had the firepower to blow away into bits and pieces every pirate boat who would dare to come within a range. Some narratives of truth do not survive the ages, but some of the legends of antiquity live on. Such is the case on the account of the Dalaguetnons' firm devotion to their great protector and patron saint, San Guillermo de Ermitaño. Many Dalaguetnons still recount tales of bearded figure possessing a gigantic stature wearing a black hooded cloak, who in many instances would drive away the invading pirates. Folks of old talk of the great man's valor and impressive strength, a man who pranced on the shoreline carrying a huge cannon under his forearm and fearlessly blasting away the pirates. The colossal figure is believed to be the town's patron saint, San Guillermo de Ermitaño, the hermit and fearless warrior who was converted to holiness in the desert, protecting the town from the ruthless marauders. Dalaguete's forefathers possessed an unyielding resilience in their devout acceptance of the new faith and contributed their resources and physical verve to the construction of the church. Oral narratives say that aside from the hired laborers, the natives were required to bring a piece of coral stone every time they attended Mass. These stones were then cut into rectangular or square blocks and used as the main foundations and walls of the church. The result was a formidable fortress which resisted the horrifying raids of the pirates as well as threats from natural calamities. This church is described as made of rubble-work masonry or mamposteria. Father Juan Chasel started the construction of the present church of stone and bricks in 1802 and finished it in 1825. Father Juan Alonso built a 33-meter-high octagonal three-story belfry between 1850 to 1860. The bell tower and convent, roofed with clay tiles, were also made of mamposteria. Several additions and modifications were later put in place with the intent of augmenting the structural and aesthetic integrity of the church. In 1860, the chancel, the elevated portion of the altar area, was paved with marble. A new sacristy was constructed on July 30, 1904, while a silver frontal for the main altar was acquired on February 2, 1905. This convent was built in 1832. For fear of collapse, the tile roofing of this convent was replaced into galvanized iron, a project completed on February 25, 1927. The design of the church in architectural parlance is called earthquake Baroque or Filipino Baroque, exemplified by huge buttresses supporting the walls on both sides. The church displays a style or characteristic of those found in Ilocos, where more often than not, the bell tower is built some distance away from the church. The facade is divided into 3 levels, lower, middle, and upper, all integrated with a pediment with cornice stone moldings. 4 pilasters accentuated with floral reliefs run from the base up to the pediment at the top, separating the levels into portions. The pediment is large and abruptly sharpened upwards. It is decorated by a rectangular staged niche sporting a carving of the Augustinian symbol. This massive campanario or bell tower houses 12 bells of different sizes and tones. Each bell is assigned to a particular church activity or community occasion. Dalaguete's patron saint San Guillermo de Ermitaño or Saint William the Hermit was a lover for contemplative prayer. He was born in France but led a life of immorality even while he was married. His conversion started when he was said to have an audience with Pope Eugene III, who advised him to make a pilgrimage on Jerusalem as an act of penance for his sins. He then returned to Italy and became an hermit but was unsuccessful in his attempt to bring reforms among the monks there. In his later years, William or San Guillermo was noted for his gifts or prophecy and miracles. San Guillermo is often depicted holding a skull to symbolize man's mortality and a crucifix upon which he reflected on Christ's passion as an hermit in the desert. The introduction of Christian doctrine is perhaps one of the most notable achievements of Spanish colonization that has left an indelible mark on Dalaguete. For details on how to visit here, please refer on the description box below. Also, stay updated on the Santo Niño 500 activities on our social media accounts and official website flashed on your screens. I'm Sheila, and join me as we learn and explore together. Kini ang Pagsubay, an Augustinian Legacy Journey.